In a world where every moment can be posted, shared, and judged, our lives have never been more public. The growth of social media has caused a new kind of guide to emerge: parent and relationship influencers. The rise of these influencers has grown so much that 4 in 5 parents of young children have reportedly used social media to discuss parenting topics, while 81% of social media users have reported seeing relationship content. Doctors Nari Jeter and Jamila Holcomb of Florida State University's Annes College are experts in parenting styles and relationships and see clients as licensed marriage and family therapists. They have shared insights on how influencers are reshaping the way people seek advice on relationships and parenting.
So I've been a therapist for 22 years, and I have also been at FSU for 22 years as a graduate student and then a teaching professor.
I've been at FSU since, as a graduate student, but as faculty I started in 2019. And then I've been a licensed marriage and family therapist since 2018.
Parent influencers are shaping the way that parents raise their kids today. Parent influencers provide kind of like this digital village for parents where they can go online and get resources, support, validation for the current parenting issues that people are experiencing. People follow parent influencers because they share similar values, maybe children the same ages, live in the same regions of the United States. But I think people are just looking for some kind of connection and identification with people that are going through the same parenting struggles that they're dealing with.
Parent influencers are shaping the way that parents parent today in a lot of ways. I think one of the biggest ones is that they are influencing what products to use to help make parents' life a little bit easier, demonstrating different parenting practices that can be more aligned with creating healthy family environments or modeling ways that we can talk to our children in a healthy and productive way.
Couple influencers, like parenting influencers, are giving people an inside look into their relationships, and they can provide a lot of useful information about communication, conflict management, and growing your intimacy in your marriage. There is definitely a stigma of couples going to couples therapy, and it's something that prevents a lot of people from coming to couples therapy. My experience has been that lots of people are really supportive of the movement of going to individual therapy, but when it comes to couples therapy, people are afraid that by going, it will signal that their relationship is broken, or maybe they're on the brink of divorce. Couples therapy can be expensive and time-consuming, and with couples being busier today than ever, social media provides a potential outlet for people to get relationship advice. Social media is free, it's convenient, you can get it right from your own home, and there's no stigma for engaging or using any type of couples therapy or relationship content.
Some of the positives that I've seen parenting influencers do is that they very much normalize the hardships of parenting. And so modeling how to navigate tough parenting seasons, or just validating parents in the struggles of getting kids ready for school or making lunches.
I have seen some positive influences from social media. There's a lot of destigmatization when people are able to go to influencers and have an inside look in their marriage and see that they also have great times, but also struggles and low spots in their marriage too. I think overall, people feel less alone when they can see other couples who have a balance of positive and negative things in their marriage, but are willing to talk about those things in a very public way.
As a working mom, I'm going to tell you what I've learned about how to discipline your children.
Here are 5 signs to look for to leave your partner. Number 1.
So if your toddler isn't doing some of these things by these ages, then something might be wrong.
Here are 10 signs that you are dating a narcissist.
On the negative side of things, I can see that people internalize some myths that they can pick up from social media influencers. For example, one myth I see is that people will often say, if your partner cared about you, they would, or if your partner cared about you, they would just know what you want. But actually, I would say the opposite in couples therapy, that your partner isn't always going to know what you want or need in a relationship, and that it's really important for you to have continuous conversations of what your needs are.
Some of the negatives of parenting influencers is that sometimes it can glamorize parenting as well, or be a source of social comparison. And so parents will often compare themselves to parenting influencers and maybe critique their own parenting styles. They might think, I'm not good enough, or why didn't I make that certain lunch?
Another downside of social media influencers for couples is that content is often curated, edited, or even role-played, and that's just not how real life goes. So when you see couples who are doing things together, you're maybe seeing 60 seconds of that. So those influencers can often present this idea that if you just do it the right way, it'll all get resolved in such a short period of time, and that's not necessarily true. I have seen clients take advice from social media influencers, especially when it comes to maybe labeling their partner certain diagnoses, and I find that to be really harmful because diagnosis or assessment of what's going on with an individual or couple should always be done by a professional. For example, one common kind of psychology popular term today is narcissism. And a lot of people will say, do I have a narcissistic partner? This person on social media said they had a narcissist partner, and these are all the things that happened. But what I will often see is that maybe what they're struggling with is just emotional distance or maybe some selfish traits, but that doesn't make the person a narcissist, and it doesn't also make your relationship doomed. So I think that sometimes when people are looking at those things, they're using it as like a mental checklist without also considering all the positive things their partner brings to a relationship and looking at the bigger picture as a whole.
In the next 10 to 20 years, I think what's going to happen with this rise of parent influencers is that it's really going to take a toll on the mental health of our parents over time. More anxiety, more stress, more comparison, more feeling less than, just because there is going to be more examples of how to do parenting right. Parents are going to stop trusting their gut in terms of what is appropriate parenting for them and be guided by what should I do because said parent influencer told me this is best practice.
So in the next 10 to 20 years, with this continued rise in social media consumption, I do think you're going to see two different potential outcomes. The first is positive, and I think that there's going to be more awareness and more normalization of addressing family issues, being better parents, being better partners. On the other side of things, information spreads rapidly, and so does misinformation. So there may be a need to untrain or re-educate individuals about what the appropriate parenting practices or communication, intimacy, and relational strategies are within couples. So I think we need to be discerning and look at it as potentially a blending of advocacy, awareness for families doing better and having more resources, but then also letting those solutions come from people who are trained and certified in their field to do those things.
The advice I would give for those who are heavily influenced by social media is to make sure that you are fact-checking your online experience. And so there's going to be a lot of great information out there that you are consuming. But make sure that you are checking in with yourself. Does this align with something that I find valuable for parenting? Make sure that you're checking in with evidence-based research. Does the research say that this is best practices? And then checking in with your community, right? And so what supports are you getting from your community in regards to parenting?
As far as it goes for consuming social media influencers, I always tell people use them as inspiration, maybe some information, but not as the ultimate truth for your own reality. I always encourage people to be critical thinkers when they're consuming those types of media and not just be passive. Ask yourself questions. Does this apply to me? Does this person have a similar lifestyle? Do they have a similar work schedule? What about economic resources? All of those factors are really going to influence your relationship, your family life, and if those factors aren't the same, you can't expect yourself to perform the same way that people are doing so online.
Another piece of advice is I would say if we are feeling heavily influenced by social media, that is an opportunity to check in with ourselves and ask what need is not being met in real life. And so if you are needing validation for your parenting, in what ways can we create that affirming and supportive space offline for you as well?